Golden Globe Awards for her performances in the TV movies Gia and George Wallace. Beginning today, she stars with Denzel Washington in The Bone Collector. A scary movie, but because she's in it, I'm going to see it. Please welcome Angelina Jolie. Hello, Angelina Jolie.
Hi.
How are you? Thanks for coming back.
All those little toys.
Yeah, I know. I got a collection.
I'm all distracted back there. There are little ho-hos and things.
No, ring dings.
Ring dings.
Not ho-hos.
I didn't look too close because I didn't want to get them.
Yeah, well, now where did you grow up?
I was trying to avoid. I grew up, well, back and forth, but a lot here.
So, you know the Drakes versus the other products. You said ho-ho, which I believe is a Hostess product.
I'm plugging.
That's okay. I'm talking Drakes, yo-yo, you know, Yodel, ring dings, funny bone.
Ring dings, yeah.
But you don't strike me as a junk food girl.
No?
Are you?
Yeah.
You are.
I'm a big junk food girl. But
Come
see,
on.
that's I could just eat that, though, and have, like, you know, the little snowballs and the...
This is delightful news for me. I thought you were going to be all tofu-y on me or something.
No, I'm kind of a meat eater.
And you go to McDonald's, too?
Yeah.
Oh, Angelina, we're going to be good friends. I'm
you get the
telling
toys
right now.
and
the Happy Meal, that's
Happy
what
Meal.
these are. I have a collection.
Oh, is it?
Of Happy Meal toys. It started like in 1982.
We could just hang out for days.
I know, we
because
could.
you live here, right?
I do,
But
you don't live here.
I live here.
When did you move here?
A few years ago.
Well, when you were last on the show, you didn't live here.
Yeah, I did.
But you didn't tell me you lived here. You thought I was a nerd. You didn't want to buy me
No,
Come on, tell the truth. Did you think it?
No, I would love to. No, I thought it'd be. I wasn't just, hi, I live here and I'd love to have a friend.
No, because when I saw you at the Gia premiere, I was like, Angelina Jolie, cool kid in high school, me, student council. Okay, that's what I was thinking. You'd be hanging out in the gym, you know, by the back door, smoking with the boys, and I'd be like, I think I have extra homework assignments home. Were you a good student?
Oh, it's probably subject to, no.
No, not at all.
No.
No.
No, well, what I was interested in, I really, but I was arguing all the time for what we, you know,
with the teachers?
why we had to do math when we had calculators, why we had to go so far.
You know what?
Certain things did.
History
was a little confusing.
History?
Yeah, it was a little confusing what exactly was right or wrong, or I had very active parents, and so I was always questioning, getting in fights.
Did you get kicked out of school?
Well,
come on, you can tell me. What? I'm your friend now. We're going to go get a 7-Eleven and get a snowball.
I volunteered to go to a certain program before they kicked me in there.
Really?
Yes.
For the troubled youth?
I voluntarily went in.
Excellent.
Yes.
And did you excel?
I did, actually. I got out a year and a half early, which shocked my parents, and they suddenly went in and they didn't know what to do with me for, you know.
And then did you go to college?
No, I started working.
Right away. Because you're young. You're just a kid.
Yeah.
I could have been your babysitter. I'm almost 38.
Okay.
How old are you? 26?
24.
You're a child! You're 24! Oh, boy. You see?
A nice babysitter.
I'm a whole other generation, I'll tell you that right now. Now, did you used to play Atari when you were a kid? Was that before your time? Are you right into Nintendo?
No, I think, yeah, Atari, you know.
Pong?
Nintendo, yeah.
Did you have the Nintendo?
I had the Pong. We were like Pac-Man. I was Pac-Man.
Really?
It was like right at that, you know.
Ms. Pac-Man?
Yeah.
Not really?
I was, you know, anything with a bow on, I was kind of always being really tough.
Yeah, right. You weren't into that. No. Are you kidding? That's for wimps. I never played that.
Exactly.
It's a baby game. Space Invaders? How about that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was good.
Yeah.
Now, is your new movie really scary? Because I don't like scary movies.
It's funny because I was, you know, when you work on it, so you can't really. But yeah, it was scary to shoot. It was kind of, it was very dark and it's very heavy. But it was kind of, you know, the end of it is about why you live and what's great about fighting for each other together and fighting for a life and fighting for, and it's very kind of romantic and sensual with the two main characters.
So it's not just horror scary.
No.
Well, that's good.
I mean, it's actually the sexiest film I feel I've ever done.
Really?
Yeah.
Did you see Gia? Curious, pretty sexy, just so you know. It was, wasn't it? Yeah. Now, this movie opens today, and were you nervous to be in a big budget movie? It's your first, like, big Hollywood movie, isn't it?
Yes, very nervous.
Oh, were you nervous?
I'm very nervous.
How come?
Because I guess I'm responsible if it doesn't do well.
But you're responsible if it does.
To be honest.
Yeah, well,
Yeah.
but you also, there's an upside to that. If it does well, then...
Yeah, well, it's funny because it's like Denzel Washington. It's like a cop, and New York City police, you know, which would get me in trouble like walking around the streets here because you see them. I saw them today. You see the NYPD, and I'm like, how's it going? You know, still thinking I'm like wearing a badge.
Oh, you think? And they're going, why is that actress saluting me?
me?
Do you know that before I was famous, I would often do that when I would see people on the street. I would say that I was a cop, honestly. I would. Like, if I saw a guy and a girl fighting, I'd say, hey, I'm with the 5'2".
So you can go over.
Right, and then they would, like, leave each other alone. Well, I did it once after the show was on. And the person goes, what are you kidding me? You're Rosie O'Donnell. I was like, oh, my God. Because I totally busted myself.
It's true.
I don't know why I did that, but I did. What clip do we have? Do you know?
I think when he first kind of recruits her in, and she wants to kind of get away from this whole thing, get away from the forensics, and it's a little too close to death and life, and he's going to enforce her.
Denzel plays a cop who has been injured.
He was injured a few years before. He was the best forensic detective around, and he had an accident, and he became a quadriplegic. So they're both in a place in their life where they're kind of questioning how much they're worth, how much they can be useful, and they're kind of about to give up. So they're forced together to fight each other into kind of challenging each other to see if they're up to bat, and they kind of.
Okay, it looks great. I saw the trailer. It really does look good. Take a look at the clip, The Bone Collector, which opens today.
I want you to work the case with us.
It's not my area.
Are you being modest, or are you a little uneasy about doing some real police work?
Forensics is not my area.
I disagree with you.
Well, you can't force me to take this assignment.
I can.
And if I refuse?
I would say that you're putting your career at serious risk.
Well, you think because of your condition you have the right to push people around? I'm sorry, that is truly pathetic.
Truly?
Yeah, damn right, truly.
Well, forgive me. Truly. If I insist on having someone with your brains and a fresh pair of eyes, there's a life at stake here, officer.
Right, so you know The Bone Collector, which opens today. Now, did you have you had a good Halloween? You were here in New York. Did you go to the parade?
I did. I forgot it was Halloween.
You did?
And I was supposed to meet with my dad because I've been doing press and I was sleeping late. So I went out and it took me a second to realize why everybody was looking really funny.
Right. Did anyone come to your door, ding dong, trick or treat?
No, I'm in an apartment building, so they didn't.
Sometimes they do in the elevator.
But they do, it's New York. They do on various days.
Yeah,
just come knocking.
4 days in a row.
People come over. Yeah.
People knock on New Year's Eve. Trick or treat. Sorry. Here, this is you as a little girl with your dad. Look at how adorable this is. This is in Jane.
That's the ozone layer.
Yeah. How old were you then? What are you, like 7 or 8? I don't even know.
Yeah, really young. That was my first attempt at being a girl. I just didn't know how to dress. So.
Well, you look
awful
cute
girly
there.
Lace.
Yeah, that's like that Laura Ashley kind of thing. It's in Jane magazine, and there's the cover, which we have to show whenever we show a photo or we get in trouble. There you go. It's great to see you.
You too.
I hear you jumped in the pool after you won your second Golden Globe.
I did. I kind of thought everybody was going to jump in with me. I was so sure that everybody was going to just be fun and just hang. I just went down there.
Full gown?
I went in with my husband, even though we'd already separated. He was there to support me. My brother was just right with me.
Well, I love
everybody went in full. My manager came running out in his boxer shorts. We all just went jumping in.
At the hotel where the party was?
Yeah.
It wasn't like in your own house?
No, because then we had to walk through everybody else who was still at the party.
Yeah, and you were soaking wet.
Soaking wet.
Yeah. I thought it was so nice the way you spoke of your brother when you won that award.
Oh, God.
And obviously something that was unprepared and so moved you, and I just thought it was very touching.
He's wonderful. He's backstage right now.
He is?
Supporting me.
I'm going to meet him since I'm your best friend. We'll be right back.